Hey guys, so I am live. I want to come over here and actually do a video, despite I am going out of town this week. So I just been very busy. And I didn't think that I would be able to do a video, but I feel like doing one because I've been seeing so many things online that has piqued my interest to talk about. And y'all already know, when it comes to politicians who are standing their ground and who are actually being America first, now America only, honestly, because of how our country is so fucked and so occupied. And it seems like that Trump, despite his first term, he was like literally the main person to be like, I don't want your Jewish money. That's literally what he said. He was basically funding his own campaign and didn't have anyone to back his campaign when he first started being the president in 2016. And he was direct, and he was like not for H-1B visas. He was very, very, very against all of these different things that he is for now. And I just found it so crazy how even now where we see he's going after these universities who are not protecting the Jewish students from the pro-Palestinian students, which are using their free speech on college campuses, to be against anti-war and murdering innocent women and children and men. That's He's going after universities for doing that. Now, I'm not saying that every single protest is always like peachy king. I'm not saying that every single thing is classy or modest. But I think that when you're dealing with people who support murdering like innocent women and children and men, um, I think that, and by the way, using our tax dollars to do that, I think that it's okay to go a little bit hoorah rah at this point. I don't believe in vandalism and things like that. I don't think that's right. But to actually go out and protest and um, say what you want to say, I think that that's completely fine. And the fact that that is deemed to be anti-Semitism or deemed to be attacking students because of your opposition of foreign aid to Israel, I don't think that that he should be doing that. He's acting like a leftist. Like actually, like he is attacking the leftists for free speech, but yet he doesn't want them to attack him for their free speech. It's like you're doing. I feel like he's doing much more than much more censorship than it was under the left. Like I literally, and it's like really crazy, and it's simply because of our criticism of providing aid to basically, you know, any country, to be honest, any country. It doesn't matter if it's Ukraine, it doesn't matter if it's Israel. But when we see that Ukraine is not occupying our government, they don't have a foreign lobby such as AIPAC to, persuade our politicians in Congress or the Senate to go to trips and pay for their trips and all these kind of things like that, in order for them to support Israel and to give them money. I think that we as a people, we should be against that, period. And the fact that there was recently a I think it was like on Rogue DNC, where Israel had several what was it? I think it's political candidates that were on this trip, and they was each like given thousands upon thousands of dollars. And I think it's telling who is occupying our country. It's telling who is actually in charge here. The fact that Trump has imposed 35% tariffs on Canada, not just because it's like, they're not so like of course I understand that tariffs are imposed because of, um there is, just like Mexico, there has been illegals coming from Canada to come here, vice versa. It's basically the same thing. Even legal drugs, all these different things we impose onto these countries, such as Mexico as well. But he's doing it simply because of their support of the Palestinian state, and he said that's gonna be a very difficult deal, like coming to even make a deal with them about lowering the tariffs and things like that. So he's imposing more tariffs. And I just don't. I'm like, okay, so who's running this country? Is it Israel? Is it America? Which one is it? It's obviously the Jews. Like, let's be honest. Like, I'm so sick of everyone saying Israel. It's the Jews, and it's apparent that it's only going to go down from here. It really is, because I think that many people like Marjorie Taylor Greene is coming out, and even Anna, what's her name? She's like from Young Turks. I'm just gonna call her Anna. She is coming out and being against, and she's like on the left, but she's going hard on Israel, which I criticize her a little bit, because it's like, oh, it's not because you're Jewish. Yeah, Israel is a Jewish state. So if you are coming after Israel, it is a Jewish state. You are coming after the Jews. Okay, period. I'm so sick of like this. Like, let's walk on eggshells for these people, because we don't want to hurt no one's feelings, and we don't want to be deemed like a racist or anti this. I don't give a fuck. I really don't, because all this time we had, remember when all the crazy woke shit was happening? It's not as crazy as it is now. Like, they tried to distract us with the Sydney Sweeney thing, even though I commented on that. I do think that that's facilitated by way of the agenda to make us not focus on what's actually happening, which is this. And I think that when all that woke shit was happening, we was coming for the gays. We would call out the gays, we would call out the trannies, we would call out um you know, the blacks, the Mexicans, whatever, that are, creating a ruckus within our society and creating, like, disaster in our society. And I think that that's okay. Like, we should be able to criticize anyone. It doesn't matter if you're a Jew, you're a white, you're a black, you're an Asian, you're whatever. It doesn't matter. But when we see something that's clearly occupying our country, clearly occupying our politicians, we need to actually say something. Like, we need to stop being bitches, stop being pussies, actually say something. And I love that Anna, from Young Turks, she is coming out so hard on these people. And she's like, it's because you think that you are the chosen people. Like, it's like, yeah. But I really hate when she says, like, oh, it's not because you're Jewish. Yes, it is. Because, to be honest, like, that their whole entire like shtick is to deem you as goy, deem you as as the people that are less than them. That's why you say that they think they are the chosen people. That's a part of their doctrine. We need to stop acting like that. That's not part of who they are. I'm not saying that's all of them, but for the most part, if anything, regardless if you're Dave Smith or not, he still has like a favoritism to his Jewish, like, nation in a way. He really does. Like, I don't like that. And I think that that's like, you should only be here for America, period. Like, you're American, act like American, be an American. Um, don't say I'm criticizing Israel, but I'm not hating the Jews. It's like, Israel is the place of the Jews. You are. Like, stop acting like that you don't feel away, and you don't see what they're doing. It's a part of their teaching, it's a part of their what's in their book. So I don't like this, but I love that Marjorie Taylor Greene is coming out and she is saying that they're attacking her. They're sending out emails to attack her campaign. Like, for the races coming up soon for local politicians and things like that. And that's why APAC is gearing up to come after so many people. I mean, just like Thomas Massey, Trump has imposed like a huge campaign against Thomas Massey, who is also against sending foreign aid to Israel. And I think that is so crazy, because he's so great. He's my congressman. I love Thomas Massey. I love Ron Paul too. I think that they are really great. I think they're very level-headed. They don't take APAC money. They are America first, and I think that we should be for people who are America first. He is for raw dairy here in Kentucky, even though it's illegal. He is for keeping the border closed. He is for a lot of different things as America first. And I think that it's great that he is, a man that is based on values and based on being a Christian and all that good stuff. Like, I really do like that. And I love my state of Kentucky. I think that people, like, they take it for granted. I think that the things that are here, like for it being anti-abortion, things like that, I love that we have banned abortion, all those good things. Yes, the economy is great here. Like, I think everything's good, has been good so far. We are putting money back in our city. Like, there's like little to less, like they're rebuilding downtown since BLM, since that ruckus. They're rebuilding downtown. There's more parks for the young children. There's like I'm seeing that potholes are being filled. Like I think that things are going great locally here in Louisville and in Kentucky too. I really do. I think the more things is happening, I think that is because of the policies that we have. We have a red state, but also it is more liberal here in Louisville, but we have a red state, and I do think that they are more caring to her to the people in Kentucky. I do. But to see that there's a witch hunt to Marjorie Taylor Greene and things like that, and her standing up and saying like I'm America only, like I have she has a whole sign saying that she's America only, and she's for anti-foreign lobbying. And she's like, I don't want any APAC bitches to step on to come on my fucking doorstep into my office to offer me anything. And I commend that. I really do. I do commend that. And I think that people should support these people who are against this lobbying. It is demonic. It is absolutely demonic. It is absolutely anti-American. And for them to say that she is not America first, or she's not for her country because she's not supporting the bullshit that's happening in Gaza, I think is insane. And the fact that they're already, I think Benjamin Netanyahu, I seen like a tweet, he said that they're gonna take over Gaza, which I mean, obviously, duh, that was like from the start. Even Jared Kushner, he was that was the first thing he talked about. It's like taking over Gaza. And of course they are sitting on billions of dollars of oil and everything like that. Like, please, it's and they also want to annex them. They don't want them there. They want to send them to our countries. Yet they call them terrorists. The terrorist child. The terrorist child, yeah, that's the terrorist child that we should like actually like get out of here. And you know what, Europe, you should take them. You should take them. Europe, America, you should take them. Take them, even though we have killed their mom, killed their dad, killed their uncle, killed their cousins. America, you take them in. You take them in. You have Mossad agents working at the New York Times advocating for this. Like, come on, you can't make this shit up. It in another world, this will all seem like so like conspiratorial. Like this will all seem like a conspiracy theory, but it's not. It's reality. The fact that literally the other day I've seen that FEMA like is being targeted, and Trump is saying we're not going to support FEMA, which helps like American citizens. American citizens, if they boycott Israel, you cannot fucking get any type of funding. I'm like to the states that boycott Israel. It's like what the fuck? I mean, what is it like? 35 states. It must be more than that that are like that are under the BDS laws. And I FEMA they try to seem like they backtrack it, but their policy is like if you're discriminatory towards boycotts and this and that of the third to certain states or countries, like they're not going to fund you. So, but for the most part, most of the country is like not for boycotting Israel anyway. So I feel like a lot of this shit it's like political theater. It really is. I think that it's all political theater because it's like what like their policy is for not funding them anyway, which is sad, and that explains a lot. Honestly, we go back to all of the other disasters that happened, especially in North Carolina and things like that, and look at the funding and stuff like that. It shows like hmm um maybe yeah, like this is why like so many people like they still trying to pick up their lives even from that, and nothing was really given to them because yeah like they don't care anyway. What's the point? They don't even care. Funding for what? What's the point of funding anyway if you already these people are already still in disaster? I'm it, I don't understand how anyone cannot see the writing on the wall and see how discussing this is. This has been happening for decades, years. But now finally, it took October 7th for everyone to wake up. It took Kanye West to wake up, people on the celebrity culture and the media and the what's happening in the music industry too. But on a broad spectrum, I think that I'm so happy that people are waking up. I really am, but also people like Tucker Carlson. I don't like Tucker Carlson. I never have liked him actually. I don't trust anyone who's been trained who's been trained in the media, like Megan Kelly, all these different types of people. Like Megan Kelly was for the V, and she's just so like anyone who's been media trained, anyone who's been on the predictive programming scale, I don't trust them already. I'm more of a person who likes most hated people. I always like when everyone hated Andrew Tate, I liked Andrew Tate. Everyone who hated Nick Fuentes, I like Nick Fuentes. Anyone who hated Kanye, I love Kanye. Like that's how I do it because I really feel like the most hated people are the people who are the smartest, truly. Like I'm hated. People don't like me just because of my appearance, or people don't like me because I do speak against Jews or whatever, and that's completely fine. We can speak if I can go out here and speak against about the dumb blacks out here, who literally like shoot, kill, and rob people. Like that's okay. We can do that. Like if I want to talk about the Mexicans, the influx of Mexicans who have came through our border illegally, or who have overstayed their visas here, and I think that they should be deported. That's okay. Like it makes no fucking sense that when it comes to the Jews, it's like, oh, you can't say that. Why not? If you can't, to me, if you can't criticize something, that means it's in power. That's what I think. Even with Trump, like people get on you for criticizing Trump. Like he was for the V, he's for the H-1B visas now, who are like that's taking a lot of like fucking jobs from Americans. Now he's backstepping on these farmers, like these illegals that are like on our like in our farmers, and giving them a slap on the wrist to not deport them. It's like what? Like so, which one is it? Are you for deportation or you're not? No, you're not. You're absolutely not. Like if you were, you would deport these people. I don't understand. I just I think that there is so much that has happened in the span of like these last couple of years. I'm happy that people are like waking up. I really do. Tucker Carlson, I find him to be so deceitful. I find him to be such a liar. How? What do you mean that you didn't know that your father was in CIA? That's like that's the worst of the lies. Like it's like what? What do you mean? You've always known that, and all of a sudden you want to act like you don't know that. You know that your father's in the CIA. He was before he died. We know this. It now you want to deny it because Nick Fuentes calls it out. Why? You lied in front of Candace's face too, and Candace is too stupid and dumb and low IQ to even like realize that. A part of me feel like that she knows that he's lying, but she's just playing along. I don't know. Something about her has also been sneaky lately. I haven't been watching her shit. I can't do it. It's even though I want to, like I just can't. Cause I don't trust her no more. I don't. It just like with what happened, there was an organization, a Jewish organization that was going after like these pastors. It wasn't actually going after them, but they were going like preying on them to and pay them. It was a lot of these Protestant churches, Baptist churches that was being preyed on, and they are pro-Israel, and they don't even know nothing about Tucker Carlson or Candace, and they was going to witch hunt during their sermons to talk about how they're anti-Israel, they're Nazi, like supporting Nazism and things like that. And I feel like that in some strange way, even though that's happening to them, and I don't think that they're exclusively like, really like critics of the Jews like Nick Fuentes is, Dan Balzerian is, or Andrew Tate is. I feel like that they're in a different type of criticism that isn't me. It isn't me. Cause don't say that you're not coming for the Jews and that you love the state of Israel. You also been there, Candace, Tucker Carlson. You've also been there. But then you're like, oh, I just don't like what they do. No, something that isn't right there. It doesn't pass the sniff test for me. Especially during that debate between him and what's his name, Ted Cruz. They both would seem like they was cucking. They was cucking, despite they was on certain opposition. I don't like that. I really don't. So Candace, she needs to get together. But to see them both like they correlate with each other and they go after Nick Fuentes like that. There's a planned thing, and to know for him to lie that he's not a CIA, it really that scares me because it's like, oh, okay, so you're claiming you're not a CIA, even though we know that you were deeply associated with the CIA with your father. Let's not act like that they probably haven't like came to like you're associated with a CIA agent, and you don't think that the son, daughter, wife doesn't know. Come on now, let's be honest. Um, I'm kind of scared for Nick Fuentes. I really am. I'm kind of scared for any person out there that is speaking against him and directly going to CIA because Nick is exposing him and going down the whole entire line about his father, about all the different things he did in foreign lands and how they overturned certain governments and things of that sort, and how pro-Israel they all are, and how even people who were running, like, back in 2019, local elections, whatever, and how they switch so fast. And we realized that, oh, like joking, he was like a part of CIA as well, even though he never disclosed that. It's like, who is actually, who can be trusted? I don't trust anyone. I don't trust anyone. The only people I probably trust is the people that are most hated, period. Because how can we trust these people? I don't trust them. Something's off about all of that. Something's off about all of that. I just don't. I don't watch it. I don't watch Tucker's show. People that he have on, I don't. Nope. Because I just don't trust. I don't trust it. I really don't. I think that there is something much more sinister, and I think that it's an infiltration on the true America first and America only people. I really do. And I don't care what anyone says about me. I don't care what anyone says. Oh, you're a gay man, you're black, or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I love my country. I want my country to be, the greatest of the greatest of the greatest. I want us to worry about our issues here. We shouldn't be tiptoeing around whether or not we want to send, like, emergency aid to our own people in spite of, like, not boycotting Israel. That's crazy to me. It shows how sinister this is. I find it to be very sinister. And it's only going to get worse than that. That's what I think. And that's all I wanted to say, honestly. I think that that's all. Hopefully, you guys understand where I was coming from and agree. If you don't agree, I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I think that it's important that we put our country first, truly. And the targeting of Christians too, I just find it so gross because I am a Christian. I do love God. I believe in Jesus Christ. Yes, I do. I don't care what you say about me. I love our Lord and Savior, and I don't care what you say. I don't care how much you try to, like, come for me because I'm gay or that I believe in Christ. Like, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck off my page. Pardon my language, but like, it's just I have faith, and I do have faith that Jesus will come back and he will erase all this shit. Like, period. He will, because it makes no sense. It makes me sad because it shows how it correlates directly to the Bible and how, like, everything is just getting worse and worse. It really is, and it's coming slow. It may be slow, but it's accelerating so fast, and that's why you gotta get closer to God because I think that so many people, even people that I know, who have seen this and seen that we're supporting a convicted pedophile. Trump basically supported a convicted pedophile, calling it a hoax, and also is like, with Ghislaine Maxwell, all that. Mm-mm. Don't even want to get into it because I already talked about it before. You can go to my other lives and see that. Um, we're protecting a convicted pedophile. That's so nasty. It's gross. Why? Mm-mm. I don't like this. I don't. I don't like it. I don't think anyone should like it. It's gross. I'm gonna check and see like what you guys have said on the comments. If I can. I don't even know if I can anymore. You cannot? I did turn off the comments because like I can't concentrate when like people's on here and I can't see the comments. I guess I just turned them completely off, did I? And nothing. So if you have any questions or anything like that, comment down below. I will be like, looking at messages. I will be replying back. Just comment down in the section below. I honestly don't know how to even do it. It won't come up. Oh well. Anyways, I think that's it, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. It's 30 people on here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Hopefully you guys agree. If you disagree, I don't care. I said what I said, and that's what I meant. I'm never gonna like waver from how I feel about things. I've grown so much from being a progressive leftist to being a moderate to now being extremely right wing. Extremely right wing. There's so many things that I think that should be permitted here in this country to like stop crime and things like that. Like we should honestly be like Saudi Arabia. Like your hand should be gone if you steal something. Like that's literally how I feel. There's so many things that I believe in that should happen that I think that would make this country way more better. But it is what it is. Everything can go my way. We have to get some new blood in that will actually want to make this country greater. Maybe it should be me. God forbid if it's me, because if it's me, it's over. Look, I get so mad and my ears get red. Like that's how passionate I am about this. I get so angry and red. My ears get red. It's insane. I just want people to just understand what we're up against. These people don't like you. They are blowing up like Christian churches. Not only that, it doesn't matter if it does matter. It does matter if it's Christian churches because it's obviously that it's deliberate. Arabs, it doesn't matter. They're all Semitic. I hate that. I hate the fact that when we talk about anti-Semitism and they call people like me anti-Semitic, it's like, how am I anti-Semitic when Arabs are Semitic? What are you talking about? You're not anti-Semitism isn't exclusive to Jews. Please. How do you know that my grandmother isn't Jewish? You don't know that. Like, you don't know that. So what? Oh, so what? You're a hateful Jew if you don't support genocide. Okay, whatever. It doesn't even matter to me. I said what I said and I meant what I meant. Okay, bye.